Hey guys, this is Madman Mars 2000 with your WWE Wrestlemania 24 pay-per-view results. First up is a 24-man battle royal to determine the number one contender to Chavo's ECW Championship. This battle royal was actually not on the WrestleMania 24 card itself. It was streamed live on WWE.com before WrestleMania 24 started. The final two men in this battle royal were Kane and Mark Henry. Kane is able to nail Henry with a boot that took him up, over, and out. Kane wins the Battle Royal and goes on to face Chavo for the ECW Championship later on at WrestleMania 24. John Legend performs America the Beautiful to open up WrestleMania 24. And the opening contest is the Belfast Brawl. JBL defeated Finlay via pinfall. With JBL down, Finlay went outside and grabbed the ring steps. He brought them back into the ring and lifted them over his head. He was about to slam him down on JBL, but JBL with a kendo stick in hand turned around and cracked Finlay right in the knees with the weapon. This caused Finlay to drop the steps and set him up for an easy clothesline from hell by JBL for the pinfall victory. Backstage, Kim Kardashian talks about the Money in the Bank match. She is interrupted by Mr. Kennedy, who brags that he will win the match for the second year in a row. Up next is the Money in the Bank ladder match. At one point in the match, MVP was all alone with no one to stop him from getting the briefcase. Just as he was about to grab it, Matt Hardy ran in. Hardy climbed the ladder and gave MVP a twist of fate from the top of the ladder. He then ran off. The finish saw CM Punk and Jericho, as the only two left, battle for the briefcase. Punk is able to knock Jericho down. Jericho gets one of his legs caught in the rung of the ladder and hangs upside down. Punk then grabs the briefcase and brings it down for the victory. Backstage, they showed John Cena, Triple H, and Randy Orton all in different locker rooms. Up next is the Hall of Fame Class of 2008 ceremony. Howard Finkel introduces the Class of 2008 Hall of Famers, who all come out, including the family members of the deceased Hall of Famers. Ric Flair's kids were representing him as he could not make it. He was preparing for his match with Shawn Michaels. And at one point during the ceremony, it looked like Mae Young was going to strip, but she was stopped before she could do so. Backstage, Snoop Dogg is interviewed. He then brings out Festus and is then interrupted by Santino Marella. Snoop Dogg pulls out a ring bell and rings it. Festus goes crazy and chases Santino away. Snoop Dogg says that he got the bell from Mick Foley. Mick Foley then makes a very brief appearance and he has Mr. Socko with him. Up next is the Battle for Brand Supremacy match. Batista defeated Umaga via pinfall. The finish saw Batista nail Umaga with the Spinebuster and the Batista Bomb for the pinfall victory. Backstage, they show Floyd Money Mayweather and his posse in the locker room. Up next is the ECW Championship match. Kane defeated Chavo via pinfall to become the new ECW champion. The finish with Chavo in the ring awaiting Kane's entrance. Kane's music hits and Chavo looks toward the entranceway. Kane, who is underneath the ring, comes in from behind Chavo, who doesn't realize that Kane is standing right behind him. Chavo finally turns around and is met with a chokeslam by Kane for the pinfall victory in a less than 15-second match. Backstage, Ric Flair is interviewed. He says his plan tonight is to be the man. Up next is the career-threatening match. Shawn Michaels defeated Ric Flair to end his career via pinfall. The finish saw Shawn Michaels reluctantly hit a super kick on Flair for the pinfall victory. After the match, Shawn Michaels hugged Flair, who was still out from the super kick. Michaels then walked away with his head hung low as he left. Ric Flair then recovers and begins to show emotion in the ring, as does his family sitting ringside and the fans at the Citrus Bowl. Flair leaves the ring and hugs and kisses his family and begins to slowly make his exit up the ramp to a standing ovation from the crowd. As he makes his way to the top of the ramp, he looks back one more time to acknowledge the crowd who have supported him for his 35-year career. Backstage, Edge is interviewed. He says that he will destroy the Legend of The Undertaker tonight. The Bunny Mania Lumberjack match is up next. Beth Phoenix and Melina defeated Maria and Ashley via pinfall. The finish saw Beth Phoenix hit a fisherman suplex on Maria for the pinfall victory. Up next is a WWE Championship Triple Threat match. Randy Orton defeated Triple H and John Cena to retain the WWE Championship via pinfall. With Randy Orton knocked to the outside of the ring, Triple H and Cena battled it out. Triple H hit the pedigree on Cena, but as he went for the cover, Orton recovered and kicked Triple H in the temple as he was pinning Cena. Orton then pinned Cena, who was still laid out from the pedigree. Orton got the pin to retain the WWE Championship. Floyd Money Mayweather defeated the Big Show via knockout. The finish, as the Big Show was about to chokeslam Mayweather, one of Mayweather's posse came in with a steel chair and hit the Show in the back with it. Show then dropped Mayweather and chokeslammed the posse member. Floyd then low-blowed the Big Show and hit him with several chair shots, bringing the Big Show to his knees. Mayweather then reached into the pocket of the downed posse member and pulled out a pair of brass knucks. He nailed the Big Show right in the face with the brass knucks, knocking him right out. The Big Show could not answer the referee's 10 count, and Floyd wins. Up next, the main event of WrestleMania 24, the World Heavyweight Championship match, title versus the Streak. The Undertaker defeated Edge via submission to become the new World Heavyweight Champion and become 16-0 at WrestleMania. The finish saw Edge hit the Undertaker with a spear and go for the cover. The Dead Man kicked out and Edge hit another successful spear on the Undertaker. But as Edge went in for the cover, the Dead Man is able to wrap his legs around Edge's neck and lock on his inverted triangle chokehold, to which Edge tapped out. The Undertaker becomes a new World Heavyweight Champion, and the streak is alive. WrestleMania went off the air with The Undertaker doing his pose in the ring while holding his new WWE Championship in the air, as a fireworks display lit up the night sky of the Citrus Bowl. Those were your WWE WrestleMania 24 pay-per-view results. I'm Madman Mars 2000.